There are a few books that I am so excited to read, but I'm having a hard time dedicating myself to finishing them. I've started them, I really like them, but I don't know, it's so hard to like commit yourself when you are working. And I don't know, anytime I read a book and I finish it, I'm so like excited and I feel like I could do it again. But when I pick up a book and I stop, that little break turns into like months and months of break. And then I pick up the book and don't know where did I start, where I started. Like, I don't remember, you know? And then I like remember what happened, but not to a T, you know? So this is the book that I really, really like, but I keep stopping and I need to stop it. Like, I think it's a discipline thing, you know? And we are always on TikTok, so that definitely shortens our attention span. But I am working on it. Like, I think I've done great. But this is the book. It's Daisy Jones and the Six, and this is a really great book. It takes place in the 60s, 70s, like vibey type times. I think it tells you exactly in here the dates of the band. Like, it is a book about a band. Let me see if I could find it. Somewhere. I think I tapped it. What is this? I tapped something. See, like, I haven't read this in a little while. And I started highlighting in it. Okay, 1966 to 1972. So I am correct. And I like highlighted little text in here. So like, let me just share what I really liked in this book. I was just supposed to be the inspiration for some man's great idea. Well, fuck that. That's why I started writing my own stuff. I was the only one encouraging her to make something of herself with her talent. Everybody else just tried to make something of themselves with what she had. I had absolutely no interest in being somebody else's muse. I am not a muse. I am the somebody. End of fucking story. Ah! Read this book. Like, do I need to read more? I don't think so. I think it just sold itself. I really like it. Go read. But also, there's this other book by the same author that I really like. So, the author of this book is Taylor Jenkins Reid, and she has this other book called The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Let me find it. It is right here. She is a bestseller. She is amazing. Like, this book I like more than the other book. The other book is cool because you're like 60s vibes, yeah. But this one is also like a blast in the past because it takes you to like old Hollywood. And I think if I can remember, I think it goes as far back as like Marilyn Monroe's time. It's really good. Super satisfying. I actually started listening to this on Audible and fell in love with it so much that I was like, I need the physical copy because I am obsessed. I want to read this over and over and over again. I've gotten like halfway through it and then I was like, I'm stopping the Audible. This is so good that I will not accept not having read this ending with my own two eyes. Like, if I'm not reading the ending with my own two eyes, I'm gonna be disappointed. Like, that's the power of this book. You need to get it. So good. So Taylor Jenkins Reid, super amazing author. Another notable mention is a book called One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus, I think is her name. Confirm that is her name. She had this great mystery book that really kept me guessing, and I did finish it. Didn't like the ending, but I was interested till the end. I would say that. One other book that I did finish is called We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, and I would definitely read a part two. That book really did capture my attention and got me to fall back in love with reading. It was like the first book that I actually finished in years. And so I really am grateful for that book for reminding me how joyful it can be to just escape into like a fictional world. And don't get me wrong, it's not like fantasy world. No, it's based on life, you know, it's not like fantasy. It is a book about some kids that go on vacation to their island on Maine, and they have like a lot of money, and there's a guy, there's always a guy. And you know, you'll just have to go read it and see, but something crazy happens and it just keeps you really guessing the whole book. Like literally, I'm even guessing right now, like, wait, the ending was so confusing. Like I understood then, but trying to think back, I can't exactly remember quite how it ended. And I guess maybe that's why some people reread books, right? But I remember I really enjoyed it and I was shocked at the end. I think the last book that I have to talk about maybe is this book right here, You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. So she also writes this book called You Are a Badass. I haven't read that one, but this one is all about financial empowerment, and it kind of gets you into the money mindset. That's really all this book is about. It's about mindset because anybody can make money, and it kind of teaches you how to unteach yourself these limiting beliefs that cause you to reject money coming into your life. And I know it sounds crazy and spiritual, but it's true. If you, for example, think that money is bad, anytime that there's an opportunity for you to get some, you're gonna find a way to cut yourself short, or like, you know, grab the shorter stick because you're programmed to go for the shorter stick. You don't want to receive because maybe if you want to, you're just not letting yourself, you know, because of these limiting beliefs. Like deep down, you don't want it, even though you want it. So it's kind of like exploring that and finding your negative beliefs and rewiring your brain to attract good things into your life. And I really am all about that. There's also some spiritual books that I am really interested in. One, for example, is, what is it called? Something Supernatural. Becoming Supernatural. That's a book that I've heard a lot about in the spiritual world, and I really love books that like intertwine spirituality and science. Like those are things that excite me. I'm always curious to learn more. Coelho, I'm not sure how is his last name, but Paulo Coelho. I think that's it. I would have to see, where is he from? But anyways, that book is one that I've heard really just is like an analogy for life, and you can always find ways to relate to this book spiritually. So I am excited to just dive into this one and see where it takes me and what lessons I am able to learn. Whereas this book is more like for my entertainment and to escape into this wonderful world where I can just see that perspective of old Hollywood star. Other than that, some of my favorite books. Oh, I forgot. I am hurt. I just had a surgery kind of thing today. Anyways. Other books that I enjoy a lot to sleep, I love to listen to Deepak Chopra. He's this Indian doctor, scientist guy that is like just always so spot on with the science of spirituality and Ayurvedic teachings. I really like, just I could fall asleep and learn something. I love to do that. leave me your book recommendations. I want to find more books.